Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hayat Rahman Muzabar. Today I want to make a video presentation, the individual video presentation about the sexual harassment in subject INC271. So the table of my content is firstly introduction, second defining sexual harassment, third recognizing sexual harassment, 4. Avoiding sexual harassment, 5. Responding to sexual harassment, and 6. Conclusion. Workplace sexual harassment is a pervasive and deeply troubling issue that permeates professional environments, eroding the foundation of trust, respect, and equality. This form of misconduct can manifest through explicit advances or the creation of hostile work environment. The imbalance of power often plays a central role, with perpetrators exploiting their position of authority to victimize others. As a violation of fundamental workplace rights, sexual harassment not only affects the immediate individuals involved, but also has broader implications for organizational culture, employee morale, and overall productivity. Addressing this issue requires a concerted effort to establish clear policies, foster awareness, and promote a culture that unequivocally condemns such behavior, striving to create workplaces feel safe, respected, and free from discrimination. 2.0 Defining sexual harassment. The U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Unity Commission (EEOC) defines sexual harassment as follows: unwelcome sexual advances, requests for sexual favors, and other verbal or physical conduct of a sexual nature constitute sexual harassment when this conduct explicitly or implicitly affects an individual's employment, unreasonably interferes with an individual's performance, or creates an intimidating, hostile, and offensive work environment. 2.1 Types of sexual harassment. Sexual harassment has 9 types. Firstly, race and color harassment. Second, status harassment. Third, religious harassment. 4. Academic harassment. 5. Affectional orientation harassment. 6. Disability harassment. 7. Attractiveness harassment. 8. Citizenship harassment. 9. Veteran harassment. 3.0 Recognizing sexual harassment. I have 5 tips to recognizing sexual harassment. Firstly, unwelcome advances. Communication indicator, inappropriate or unwelcome advances, whether verbal or physical, are often characterized by the recipient expressing discomfort using nonverbal cues like avoiding eye contact or stepping back. Second, offensive comments or jokes. Sexual harassment may manifest through offensive comment or jokes. Recognizing an appropriate language and noting the discomfort of those present can be crucial. Third, non-verbal cues. Pay attention to non-verbal cues such as body language and facial expressions, as victims of sexual harassment may convey discomfort, fear, or distress without explicitly expressing it verbally. 4. Power imbalance. Sexual harassment often involves a misuse of power. Recognizing situations where one person uses their position to exploit or intimidate another requires an awareness of the power dynamics in play. Lastly, number 5, creating a hostile environment. A hostile work environment can be recognized through pervasive negative communication, including derogatory remarks, offensive gestures, or the circulation of inappropriate materials. 4.0 Avoiding sexual harassment. So, I have 4 tips to avoid sexual harassment, especially in workplace. 1. Begin with the assumption that coworkers are not interested in your sexual advances, sexual stories and jokes, or sexual gestures. 2. Listen and watch for negative reactions to any sex-related discussion. 3. Promote empathy and respect as fundamental values within the workplace, emphasizing the impact of individual actions on the overall work environment. 4. Adopt a zero-tolerance approach to sexual harassment, making it clear that such behavior will not be tolerated and offenders will face consequences. 5.0 Responding to sexual harassment. 1. Talk to the harasser. Tell this person assertively that you do not welcome the behavior and that you find it offensive. Simply informing Fred that his sexual jokes aren't appreciated and are seen as offensive may be sufficient to make him stop this joke telling. In some instances, unfortunately, such criticism goes unheeded and the offensive behavior continues. Second, collect evidence. Perhaps seek corroboration from others who have experienced similar harassment at the hands of the same individual, and or create a log of the offensive behaviors. Third, begin with appropriate channels within the organization. Most organizations have established channels to deal with such grievances. This step, in most cases, eliminates any further harassment. In the event that it doesn't, you may consider going further. 4. File a complaint. You will find a wealth of organizations and government agencies with whom you can file on the internet. A more extreme response is to take legal action. Lastly, number 5, don't blame yourself. Like many who are abused, you may tend to blame yourself, feeling that you are responsible for being harassed. You aren't. However, you may need to secure emotional support from friends or perhaps from a trained professional. So this is a poster awareness about the sexual harassment at workplace. The conclusion: sexual harassment is a big problem at work. It happens when someone makes unwelcome sexual advances, comments, or creates an uncomfortable environment. This can affect job decisions and make the workplace unpleasant. It's important for companies to have clear rules against it, provide training, and take complaints seriously. Creating a workplace where everyone feels safe and respected is essential for a better and fairer work environment. So that's all from me. Thank you for Madam Dalila. Thank you, Madam, for being willing to share your knowledge with us and always being patient in dealing with our shortcomings. May Allah bless you, Madam. Always, inshallah. Terima kasih, Madam. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.